Hello and welcome to the Fibonacci free video for Monday, November 28th. This is David, and today I want to take a look at Apple, which had a pretty big gap down, and it continued to sell off at least a little bit from those low opening levels. So that low, of course, has carried this name to back below its 144.79 Voodoo Snow line, the third most important of the Voodoo line levels, and we did in fact close below that level. So for a name that's been mostly trapped between this 154.70 Voodoo tree line and a lower 138.67 tree line for several months, right? Getting a little bit above and poking a little bit below, but mostly on either side, right? To break out of this range, we're going to need to see either support above the upper tree line or resistance below the lower tree line. These, of course, are 1 degree more important, the second most important lines, right? 1 degree more important than those snow lines. However, which way we exit this inner region, right? The level between the tree lines may indicate which tree line we see Apple try and break beyond first, right? So holding below the lower snow line may set up another test lower of the break below the lower snow line may set up a test of the lower tree line. Support above the upper snow line may set a test of the upper tree line. And so, of course, until we make an attempt to get beyond either tree line, we can't actually get beyond them. So I am watching to see which one we get beyond. And so the thing that I want to evaluate on a short term is can this poke below 144.79 be sustained and extend, especially given what my colleague Henry Gamble was observing earlier today, right? That from this mid-month swing high, right, we had 1, 2, 3 days to the downside and bounced, right? 1, 2, 3 days to the downside and then bounced. So in here now, we've got 1, 2, 3 days to the downside. That has carried us to below this Voodoo snow line. And if we can sustain resistance below it, that may set up a more important decision down here at 136 or 138.67. I'm also looking at the rise up off of our low from early in the month. Right? If we look at that, measure from that swing low to the mid-month swing high, low of the month to the high of the month, what we see, or actually the high of the month was right at the very first day of the month, I think, but from this mid-month swing high, right? The 61.8 retracement, right? We're already down to the 50%. 61.8 retrace is at 141.72. If this continues down pretty much directly, then I think that would keep the pressure on the downside again, so long as we see resistance come in below 144.79. And of course, because of the overweighting of this name, certainly in the NASDAQ 100, but it's also the most heavily weighted name in the S&P 500. So with Apple down so much today, not a surprise that we saw the S&P 500 also down, and the NASDAQ 100, which we talked a lot about given its proximity to its Voodoo Fire line the week before last. I think this is a consequential name, one to watch, and I think paying attention to this 144.79 level to see if we do continue this bounce every after a 3-day decline, or does this time around lead to resistance under this somewhat important voodoo line level? That's what I'll be watching as the week goes forward. I hope you found it useful, and I will see you at the next update. Hey, David here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, please help us out. Click the like button. You can also add your comments below. We love to read those and respond to them. You can also click the bell icon. That will alert you whenever we have new and updated videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time with our own money, you can visit simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. Until I see you again, as always, good trading, and we'll see you at the next video.